Hello everyone, today we're gonna be reviewing a Diamond 2 Chambers VOD. As you can see, I already have them. Why? Because I already did the review, but let me tell you what's gonna be in it. So this chamber actually has an interesting movement. It's an interesting movement disadvantage that all of us do, but nobody really realizes, and I make a good example by showing how Radiant players don't do that. Another thing is what to do when you're 1 HP. Wow, what to do when you're 1 HP? Another thing that you have never heard of. So watch this video until the end and you're gonna find out how to become a better Valorant player, not aiming wise, but braining wise. Kinda look like a rhino now. That's crazy. Like a little horn. This chamber is ascended to currently, and bro has won the game after the mini update which removes all the replays. And Yitoro Shinota could not get any games, and I don't blame him, because the update, I don't know when it happened. And when an update happens, all the replays get deleted. Oh, that was a movement error. That was a movement problem. See, like, the aim doesn't matter if your movement isn't correct. We play Valorant, and whenever we fight, you have these timings and you have these windows where you can shoot and you cannot shoot. See how he's walking right, left. I can show you a Tarek's VOD, which I watched a couple of days ago, like a week ago maybe. And you can see... Look, I'm not an aiming guy, but I know my shit, bro. There we go. It took me a couple of minutes to find this exact position. But as you can see, whenever you have to make progress front or back, in your case we're running back, in his case he's trying to go forward because he has to go in a retake. And a lot of people don't realize this. I don't know if you ever would realize this if I didn't tell you. Like in high ranks and even in low ranks you're gonna get punished, but in high ranks it's really gonna feel like it. So you cannot just hold W key and run. And so notice how Tarek is walking slightly to the right, slightly to the left, right here.
Ramp 1 hit 80, heaven.
And he stops and he walks in these increments. If we reduce the playback speed to, like, I don't know, 25, like on full speed it looks like he's just double-kicking. He's just making his way onto site. But when you slow it down, look, he's walking to the right side, he stops, he walks to the right side, he stops, walks a little bit, he stops. And especially as a chamber player, you have to understand this, because you don't really have much else in your kit. You have a trip and you have a TP, right? That's it. You don't have anything else that can help you win fights. So you being that 1 millisecond more precise than the enemy is literally make or break. Like in high ranks, you either get all the kills or you die every time. So as you're walking, you have to understand, like, how far is this Reyna gonna peek me? If she peeks me, am I ready to fight her? If you have a solid enough aim, it doesn't really matter where your crosshair is and how far she peeks you, because you're gonna be able to stop. So if there is a timing that she is gonna catch up to you, and it's pretty hard to explain, but this was the perfect example where there was a timing where she could have swung us, and she did. You have to, like, stop for a millisecond to see if she actually is gonna push us like that. Once again, even harder to explain, but then when you do take that step and stop, the only way she's gonna kill you is if she swings. Because if she doesn't swing, she cannot see you, right? Because you're gonna stop, she's gonna stop, and yeah, if she swings, you know exactly where to hold your crosshair and you kill her. So whenever you are a chamber and you're making your way up, you're making your way down, you're making your way forward, you cannot just W key and walk like this, because you're the easiest target ever. You can get wide, you can hold, you can flick, you can TP out, but if you're making progress and you're walking forwards, you always want to be ready to stop, especially as a chamber player, because just like I said, it's a make or break. That's why I don't really tell people go train your aim, because it doesn't matter if everything else is shit. Like, if your movement is shit, it doesn't matter. Like, if I'm running, you're not gonna hit anyone. If somebody peeks you and you're walking, who cares if you have good aim if you don't know how to stop and shoot? He doesn't even know I'm about to review his VOD. That is crazy, by the way. Wait, that's actually interesting. Like, see his... Yeah, bro decided I'm gonna get a sin into this act. And he popped off. And he went crazy. Look at him. Look at him go. Maybe he's getting boosted. We don't know. I just work here. Your Clove is shooting the wall. You're holding Sage. And then you decide, I'm gonna look back. Once again, that millisecond, exactly when Clove reloads, Sage can hear that Clove is reloading. And most Sages are psychopaths on split. So once again, millisecond where you turn around, your aim doesn't matter if you're... Look. We can hear the reload. And at this exact time, Sage swings. You're not looking at her. So you know, you can train your aim as much as you want. It's not really gonna matter if you're not even looking at your enemy. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, this is the type of Sages I'm talking about. These are the Sages I'm talking. Like, she could have done that last round. You're dead. He's walking. Stops. And this time he didn't W peek, he just went D. He pressed his key D and he walked to the side, which means that he's gonna stop much faster than going with the W key. Like twice as much faster. And that helps him get the shot much easier. Let's see how he takes this fight. That's what's Chamber all about. It's just like he has the gun advantage. So it becomes like, does he win the fight or not? Pops an operator. Raise double satchel on the side, still alive. Okay, okay, we miss one shot, doesn't matter, we can go for another. Ooh, we get scanned. Like, when you're about to get scanned, I know you already shot your operator, but whenever you know that you're gonna get scanned, I like to switch my guns to like a pistol or whatever, so they don't know that I'm holding with an operator. Now, you did already take a shot. This is actually really important because the enemies behave completely different when they know that you have an operator. And you want them to not worry. You want them to not worry and slowly walk into your operator shot. And because this Reyna now knows that you have an operator, once again, you already shot, so technically she could she could know that you have an operator, but remember, you know these TikTok kids, 666? Their attention span is like a goldfish. If they see you with your gun, with your golden gun of a chamber, as soon as you get scanned, they might be like, oh, maybe he's out of ammo, he doesn't have the operator, maybe it was somebody else who had the operator. Their brain just resets. It resets so much, and this Reyna wouldn't be this cautious. You don't want them to be this cautious whenever you are holding the operator. You want them to just slowly walk into you and then you press one button on your screen. And I mean, look at the way she peeked. She's crouching, and this is the way you fight against an operator. You kind of jiggle. Now she still, it wasn't the fully optimal way, but she was aware, and you don't want them to be aware. Even if you changed your gun mid-scan, like before the scan, trust me, bro. You want clean fights, especially when you have operator. Clean fights. They walk in, you press one button. That's the way you want to do it. They all put the camera in the same position, which is so interesting. Why? It becomes way too readable. Somebody, they probably saw this setup on TikTok and everyone's like, yep, I'm gonna do that. Nice shot. You see a chamber main here. See a chamber main here, completely calm. Completely calm. And he dies. Yeah, I teach this in my courses, but like, you're 1 HP, right? When you're 1 HP, technically you should be taking dangerous fights, headshot angles, or you want to go for a rotate. This is not a none of this is a dangerous fight. This box is spammable. What does that mean? That means that if the Sova is chilling here, or like holding for a shot like this, or holding for a pixel angle, and you swing through, or you jiggle, they just spam the pixel, and they're gonna spam through the box if you swing through. You're dead. This angle is also not dangerous because it's an elevated surface. You have stairs here, which means that not only do you have to aim left, right, you also have to aim up and down, which makes it exponentially harder. That's why this fight is 95% advantageous for the solo, and you didn't even have a chance. So, what are your options? Your option 1 is to fully rotate with your team and then find yourself into a nice little ratty corner and then wait, like your whole team takes ramp in heaven and you just wait here for the rotates. Your other option is to fully rotate to A, like really quickly, and then as soon as the trainer leaves, you take space A main, and then you can shoot everyone from behind. Because what I like to say, if you find an enemy and he has his back turned on you, is that a disadvantageous fight? No, it doesn't matter if you're 1 HP. And your third option is to stand here and fight. And no matter who peeks, look, this guy peeks. Well, let's say this Reyna peeks, right? And you're standing here instead of dying to the Sova. Stand here, and I don't know how tall you would be, but let's say you're like this tall, and then Reyna's coming out, and boom, headshot angle. And now once again, it doesn't matter that you're 1 HP. Once again, all of this game sense is going to be in my courses, and it's going to be released in a week. Thank you for watching. That's it for today.